Welcome back to Daily Akari. If you can't tell by the model being out again, I'm a little bit under the influence again. Today we've got a very hard puzzle. I haven't gone to sleep yet, but I didn't feel tired. But it's late and whatever. Very hard puzzle by 700 kpc, number 581. Let's just jump right in. Corner eliminations on here, but yeah, I did some audio work today, which is awesome because that's like what I want to do for like an actual job. When I grow up, I know I'm kind of already grown up. I'm a grown. Dang it! I keep forgetting I can't swear on the Akari channel when I'm. I mean, I could, but like, okay, not gonna be both of these. Not gonna be both of these. That's this here, and then these two rows in agreement with each other, but that blocks here, so that doesn't tell us very much else. Well, not going to be both of these, so this has to go here. Then these are in agreement with each other, and then that gives me some more information over here. It gives us a corner elimination right here. I'll eliminate those, because those are corner eliminations. Anyway, yeah, I did some audio work today. I really hope that can become a job. I just need like a degree in audio engineering, but before I can get a degree in audio engineering, I have to like have money, and there's only 2 left on this too. I have to have like money for college, and I don't have money for college. Can't be both of these because that would block up this one, so this has to be both of these, which gives corner elimination right here. And then these two are in agreement with each other, so that eliminates all of these. I swear, I used to play a lot worse when I was drunk, but now I'm just, like, doing fine-ish, I guess. It could be both of these, because this could just go here, actually, so that doesn't really tell us anything. Why do my thighs hurt? My thighs hurt. Owie. It's not, like, unbearable, though. They're just, like, sore. I guess I was standing for a lot of hours today while I was doing audio work, and then I got taken out for dinner and treated to a couple drinks. Can never complain about that. Okie dokie. OBS looks good. If this were to go here, these two would just be in agreement. It wouldn't cause a conflict, I don't think. Okay, what now, sauce? I was making some pretty good progress, and then it just, like, I don't know, stopped. Maybe there's somewhere I'm just not seeing. There's a corner elimination right here that I missed. Oh, and one right here too. Oh wait, there's only one left. Or wait, no. That shouldn't have been marked off in the agreement. Because this could go here and this could go here. Oh, but there's only one left on this one, so that puts this here, and then this here solving this agreement. Corner elimination here. Anything else that would be problematic? If this were to be all 3 of these. Well, if this were just to be 2 of these, this would go here and this would go here. That seems to be fine. If this were both of these, this would go here. That's also fine. I mean, this is the Sunday puzzle. This is supposed to be, like, actually difficult, so... I'm surprised it's gone as smoothly as it has so far. Like... When I was like doing the drunk video, because I was planning on it. I wasn't planning on doing a drunk video this time, but it just happened to happen. But when I was planning for it, I didn't want to do a Sunday puzzle because I knew I'd want to be in like my total right mind. But this one hasn't been so bad so far. But I don't know. The further I get, the harder it is to find things, which usually other way around with very hard Akaris. If this were both of these, this would go here. That's fine. It's established. If this were to go here, this could go here, this could go here. That's also fine. Okay, not Not quite sure where to look next. Should I just start, I don't know, mental trials? I don't want to do mental trials. But nothing else better to do. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, if this were both of these, this would go here, this would go here, this would go here. This goes here, this goes here. Hang on. If this were both of these, this would go here, this would go here, this would go here. Does that, yeah, I think that would create an issue on this one. Okay, yeah, if these both go here, this goes here, which blocks this. This would go here, and this would go here, which blocks this. And yeah, and there's a corner elimination there to begin with, but okay. So that means this isn't going to be both of these, which means this has to go here, which leaves one here. Okay, making progress, sauce. If this were to go here, that would put these two in conflict, so this can't go here. Is there anything else affected here? I don't know. No, this one can be lit up by any of these. Maybe I should like be scanning for vitals. If this were all lit up, this would go here, this would go here. Wait, hang on. Okay, yeah, if this is all lit up, this goes here, and we would have the same issue, wouldn't we? This would go here, this would go here, and this would be blocked off. So, either going to be this one or this one. If this goes here, this could go here, and I think we could avoid that issue. Yeah, because this could go here. So yeah, we've got vitals on here, which puts a corner elimination here, and actually puts these two in agreement with each other, sauce. Which eliminates these, which gives us a corner elimination right here. Okay. Are this and this going to be vitals? If this were all lit up, this would go here, this would go here, this would go here, this would go here, and this one would be completely blocked off. So yeah, that means this one and this one are vitals. Which only gives us two eliminations. What about all of this? If this were all lit up, I think this is a proper closed loop. This would go here, this would go here, this would go here, and this would go here. Yeah, same issue. So that eliminates those. So gonna be one of these two. Anything else like that? No. Anything else in the loop? Probably here. This looks like the only cell in the loop left. If this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. Yeah, same issue. Wait, hang on. Are there 3 vitals on this? I think there are. If this were to go here, this could go here, and yeah, that would avoid that issue with that one. How long have I been recording? Not even 10 minutes, okay. Yeah. Passage of time is once again not my strongest suit under the influence. This one can be lit up by any of these actually. These two are in agreement, that's already taken care of. What else? This one. Okay, should I look at permutations on this 3 maybe? This were to go like here, This would go here, this would go here, that's actually fine. This feels like too hard for how easy this is, and too easy for how hard this is. Know what I mean? You know what I mean? This would go here, this would go here, that's also fine. This would go here, this would go here. LGTM, that's Git speak for looks good to me. An agreement between these two. What about this? And no, these are not an agreement, of course. Silly Ezer. What if this whole row were lit up? Like, imagine this is here, but I don't know. If this whole row is lit up, this goes here, this goes here. This would go here, this would go here, this would go here, this would go here, this would go here. What row was I looking at? This one? Yeah. This would go here. You would have a corner illumination here. That doesn't tell me very much though. This is all lit up. This goes here. This goes here, this goes here, this goes here. This goes here, this goes here. Is there any case where this goes here? If this goes here, then this would go here. This would go here. This would go here. This would go here and light this up, which would need to be done. Which sucks, because I would need to prove that it couldn't be done. This one would light itself up, I think. Or not, that there would only be one liberty left on this, so that this would go here. Oh wait, but we've already... Hang on. No, we've established that because this is all lit up, right? This is all lit up. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here and this goes here. This would go here. That all seems fine. Right? This is all lit up. Okay, just gonna remember everything on this row is not x'd so far except the second to last, so I'm gonna X all that off just to give myself an easier time to look at it and just imagine from here. Okay, this one goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here. This goes here. Okay. Yeah, that seems to work out fine. So I don't know if looking at that right now is doing me any good. Much more painful than yours. If this were both of these, this would go here. This would go here. Anything else? If this is both of these, this would go here. This would be one of these two. Say it's this one, it's this one. This also doesn't tell me very much. Okay, but if it's both of these, this goes here. This goes here. This would go here. And that would just close, or that would just solve this loop over here, wouldn't it? I think it would. If this were all lit up, let's see, how would this affect it? If this were all lit up, this would go here, this would go here, and that's fine because there's a wall here that would stop it from conflicting. Solve this loop thing. This would go here and put these three here. This would go here, I think. Yeah. And then this would go here, this would go here. Where's the next step gonna be? Okay, what if all this were lit up? This would go here, which would put this here, and then this would go here. Okay, so that's, if this is all lit up, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, and that blocks off this one. Okay, so that means our vitals are either going to be this one or this one, is that right? This is all lit up, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. Okay, yeah. That only gave me like 2 eliminations, but whatever. Is there more stuff that would make that an issue though? Okay, if this goes here like at all, this goes here and this goes here. Okay, so what would block this one and this one? Well, that's kind of what I was just looking at actually, was if this were all lit up, that would do that. If this were to go like here, this one would go here, and then... Wait, are these two already? No, they're not, because this can just go here. If this goes here, though, this would go here, this would go here, and this would go here. I would put like these two in agreement, right? That's what we're looking at. If this goes here, or this would go here. Okay, so that would actually solve this, I think. What is it again? My memory is not so good right now. I wonder why that is. So if this goes here, this goes here, and this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, and I think this would have to go here. Okay, what if all this were lit up? There's a lot of open spaces that might tell me something. So if this is all lit up, this would go here, this would go here. I don't think that really affects very much what I'm looking at. But more importantly, this would go here, and that actually still doesn't tell me very much. So this would go here. Okay, now I'm tired after I'm recording. It's only been like 20 minutes. That clock is doing me wonders because my brain doesn't have a clock right now. This would go here. This would go here, this would go here, that's fine. Okay, actually wait. If this were all lit up, this would go here, this would go here, this would go here, and I think this one would be completely blocked off. Just roll it up. Yeah, this would go here, this would go here, this would go here, and this is all blocked off. So that means our vitals are going to be this one, or this one. Is that right? Do it. This would go here, this could go here, this could go here, that's fine. This would go here. This could go here, this could go here, that's fine. If this would go here though, this would go here, this would go here, this would go here, that's also fine. So yeah, we've just got 3 vitals on this. Does it tell me very much? No, it doesn't. Okay, what if this were all lit up? What would that tell me? This would go here. This would go here. This would go here, this would go here. Still not much, I don't think. This is all lit up. This goes here, this goes here. This goes here. This goes here, this goes here. These 3 would go on these. Should put this here. This here. Sauce. If this were to go like here, you'd see this here and this here. Okay, let's look. If this goes here, this goes here, this would go here. It's way too much to look at, honestly. I know the guidelines are supposed to be like you shouldn't have to look too far ahead in order to solve the puzzle. I'd like to solve the puzzle. Do I have anything else open? No, I don't. Okay, anything that would am I gonna have to look at like row budgeting? What would stop this from being able to be lit up? What would eat up all 5 of these rows? So let's imagine it's all of these 3. And this goes here. It'd have to be one of these 2. If it's all of these 3, that would put this here actually. Is there any case where these don't use the bottom row here? Right, I was looking at that earlier. If this is all lit up, this goes here, this goes here. Okay, anyway, if it's these 3, this would go here. This would go here. And this would go here, I think, to light this up. Yeah, this goes here. It'd be one of these 2. Alright, this would go here. This would go here. This would go here, this would go here. Still not telling me so much. Okay, this is gonna be one of these two. Is there any way I can like prove it? Oh wait, how long has there only been one liberty left here? That would have made good to know. Silly me. What did I even just click? I don't want to backtrack and double check. Honestly, too much work for my little junkie brain. The alcohols makes the sadness goes away. Until the next day and my stomach hurties for like 48 hours. Happens. Totally worth it though. Maybe not all the time. Was it like this one that maybe, I don't know. This one's gonna have to be either lit up by itself or this one. Okay, what now? Okay, what if this is both these two? Let's check that again now that we have some more stuff going on. If this is both of these, this goes here, this goes here. This goes here. It all seems fine. This would go here. If this were to go here, this would have to go here. But I don't see how that would affect this part of the puzzle. What if this were all lit up? This would go here, this would go here. This would go here. These two would be in agreement, which would put these three here. I don't know, is there anything that would create an issue with this one? If this were to go like here. Nah. Okay, if this were both of these, is there something that I could prove would eat up this row? Because then I could say like this here, and then that would block this. But what would eat up this column? I mean, not row. This is both of these. This would go here, this would go here. This would go here. This would go here, this would go here. No, actually, is there... I feel like I can prove like something would eat up all three liberties on this. So, if this were all lit up, this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. That would leave just this. And there's like two left here, so this would go here, this would go here. It seems to work out. Is it like a proper loop? So like this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. I don't know. What if this were like either of these? If this goes here, then this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. I don't know. It's a lot of thinking I really don't want to do right now. This roll it up. This would go here. This would go here, this would go here, this would go here, this would go here. I think this would have to light itself up. And this would go here. If this were to go like here, this would go here. And then this one would have to be lit up by this. Data 30 minutes in recording. Come on, Ezra, you can do this. Am I just gonna have to like look ahead the entire rest of the puzzle? I don't know. I don't want to do that. I ate fungus. I ate mushrooms earlier at dinner. Sauteed mushrooms on a burger with American cheese. It was yummy. What would create an issue? How can I prove that there is not more than one solution to this puzzle? Let's look at like these three again. This would go here. This would go here. That doesn't really have an effect. This would go here. This would go here. Should be like one of these two. So let's say if it's here, then and like this would have to go here instead. This would go here. This would go here. Wait, okay, I think I can prove it's not going to be both these three because that would create an issue on here. Okay, let's look at that. Okay, so if it's all of these three, then this goes here, this goes here, this would be one of these. Oh, this would go here, this would go here. Yeah, this would go here, this would go here. I would block this off, and this would be blocked off, so I can prove this has to go here. Would anything else create that issue? What if it were just both of these? That would put this here. This. Oh yeah, this is just a regular loop. Okay, how did I not see that? If this were both of these. This goes here. This goes here, and this is all blocked off, so this has to go here, and we just have like a regular loop that we can eliminate everything in between of. Okay, and what does that change? Oh wait, and I think that means this can't go here. Is that right? This one here, doot, and then conflict here. Yeah, so that eliminates this. Okie dokie. Up, and there's only one liberty left here. That change anything else? Oh yeah, that leaves only one here, and that actually closed the loop that we just found. That we did together, not me. So I imagine anyone actually watching this far would have seen that way sooner than I would have. This one has to be lit up by this one. There's only one left here. One left here. This one has to be lit up by this, is that right? I think so. This one has to be lit up by this. Only one left here, solves this, one left here, and we're done. 34 minutes, 9 seconds, perfect score, sweet. See ya legally tomorrow.